Hey y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Kai's Pink Power. I'm your host, Kyla Johnson. And this is episode 5. People, when they see this, they may think Purge, like, the movie or, but no, that's not what this is. This is the new season that I feel like God is putting me through. Which I say this because lately, like I've been telling y'all from my last episode, I'm in a new space, which God has put me here in this space where I need to let certain things go, rather that's people, things, or just things, so I can get to my bigger outcome. But I had to realize God wouldn't put me through something if there wasn't a greater outcome. So yes, this is the purging season. I'm going to get a little deep with y'all, go into depth about, before, the middle, and where I am now, and just to dibble and dabble back and forth. So basically with this season, purging for me, like right now, I'm in a isolated, lonely type of season, which meaning I'm working on me. I'm at peace. A lot of things are changing regarding friendships, things that I once loved deeply with my heart, but I'm not mad at it, because the same thing every time I pray to God, I tell him, if this is not meant for me, or if it's something I need to let go, or if it's not supposed to be happening, or I'm not supposed to be doing it, show me a sign. And which, I'm not gonna lie, God is his big one with that one. But yeah, so basically I'm gonna get on here because I feel like a lot of us are in that new season of loneliness, which loneliness not meaning we're lonely, we have nobody to talk to, but it's like you're doing it for you. I'm in this new season of life with me elevating. I'm doing things for me. I'm no longer doing anything for anybody or something like that. If it's not beneficial to me or helping me with nothing, sorry, can't do it. The answer is no. Lately, I like to say the word no a lot, which before I didn't like to say the word no because I thought if I said no to people, it's going to hurt their feelings, or it's going to... Now, no, I don't care. The answer is no. So with that being said, with my purging season, I want to get into a few things, which I'm going to start with, like I said in the beginning, something that I first always loved, which for me, my first love was dance. And a lot of y'all, or some of y'all, or some may not know that dance is something that is a part of me, like it, because who I am, like it makes me who I am. And it was my sophomore year of college, and I just got done with freshman year. Freshman year was great. I got to experience some new things because I'm not used to me living on my own or not being where it's always noisy, because like I told you before, it's 6 of us. I have 6 siblings, and I got nieces and nephews, and things of that nature. So my sophomore year of college, I was on a dance team, which cool. I'm thinking nothing of it, like this is a new season, we're about to do great, new performances, X, Y, and Z. Mind y'all, I've been dancing since I was about 5 years old, and I like to do, and just it lets me be free. It's like my true thing of happiness. That season of dance, I'm not gonna lie, at first it started off good, but then we got into depth about one of my coaches. She asked us, like, okay, well, tell me why you should be captain. So in my opinion, I felt like I should have been captain because I've been here for a whole year, experienced it. You got me doing all these responsibilities where I'm leading practices, I'm staying after practices, I'm helping create choreography. I'm just always a helping hand. But the reason why I never really took it so much as a using, or they're abusing the authority, is because this is something I love to do it, in which that's something that you can truly get to me with. So during that, one of my other friends that was on the dance team with me, she ended up leaving because mental health, whatever the case may be. So it was just me, and I'm here with a whole bunch of new people, but I'm not thinking nothing of it because it's like it's a new season, so things are gonna happen, things are gonna change. Y'all, when I tell y'all, it went left. It went so left. And then also I was also a part of another organization, which is a modeling org that we have on campus. So, you know, I'm at dance practice, I'm going to modeling org practice, I'm also a part of CAB, which is the campus activity board. So, you know, your girl is busy. She's doing multiple things, which me personally, I was just always constantly move, because I like to keep myself busy. And with doing that, and now I notice, like, when it's time for me to actually like rest and chill, I'm not so much, you know, doing that. But in the season, you know, at first it was cool, you know, I was the only that left, so it's like, okay, I have no choice but now to be captain and step up and do what I'm supposed to do. Yo, when I tell you they drug me through hell, when I say hell, I mean hell. In which this, for me, it is a trauma scar for me, because I've talked about it a few times but not really so much. And for me, it was like, you know, I'm at practice, I'm doing everything, back hurting. Like, when I tell y'all, y'all see, I don't have big boobs. So me with my back hurting, I knew something was wrong. Like, why is my back hurting? Foot got messed up, another injury, and it was just like, yeah, no, like, it's not cool. I had to just say all types of crazy things. They just moving real funny, weird. And get this, as we're going through the season, then I'm noticing I'm angry every day. I'm not smiling. I don't want to talk. Like, it shattered. Like, it shattered something in me. And I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, keep telling God, like, if this is not, please, like, give me a sign if something isn't for me. God is showing me signs left and right. But me being me, I'm like, nah, this can't be, you know, just making an excuse for the behavior. That's something that I can tell you that really, like, messed my head up. And that first cuss word, I'm not gonna lie, like, I've been holding all this stuff in from what they've been doing, how I've been feeling, or questioning myself on, should I still dance? Is it still for me? Like, it was so much, and to the point I had to literally leave out of there, body shaking. So I'm in there, one of my coaches, she like, y'all look the fucking mess, and that the problem. Mind you, I'm tapping on the sink. I just look back like, I can't do this right now. Like, I'm really going to tweak, crash out, because it's like, you literally see nothing wrong with you, but you've been doing this whole time, nothing. So that was that. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I finally, you know, calmed down in the bathroom after one of my model president comes in the bathroom to talk to me. You know, she calms me down. She's like, I don't want to ever see you like that. And if something like this is getting you up out of your hookup, then you need to leave it alone. Me being me, I'm like, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Cool. No, I didn't leave it alone, y'all. I still steady stayed another season, which was my junior year of last year and going into this year of a season, which that season was great. You know, I met some lovely people. Some of the people I already knew, so some of them, it was like great. It was like, you know, I'm learning different things from them, learning as I go, because I don't think nobody as a captain is just perfect, spot on. But it's just, I notice now with me being in my isolation and only doing stuff for me, it's time that I let that side of me go. Not fully with the dance portion, but just that specific team, because I'm like, this is serving me no purpose. Like, I already don't get no scholarship for it. I'm not happy doing it. I'm doing everything. I feel like I'm doing everything. I don't get props for half of the stuff I do. I already, like, it's too much. And the fact that it took and I don't even know how I didn't realize this then, I'm losing hella weight, I'm stressed out, burnt out, back hurting, like, it's just too much. And I just noticed now, like, that's not what I want to be in. I don't want to deal with that no more. Like, I don't want to deal with it. Let that be somebody else's responsibility. Because my reasoning as to why I never left the team is because I was like, nobody cares about this as deeply as I do. And if I don't do it, who else is going to do it? But now, that's whoever problem that wants to deal with that. Me, I'm done. I've also, you know, took the time out of my own day to go and talk to another team that I know that's upcoming to the school, in which I like the way he dances. He dances in different genres of dance. You know, he makes dance fun. And it's like, I want my spark back. Like, my spark is gone. Like, I feel like 10-15% of it is still there, but it's like my heart isn't whole on it anymore. So, you know, I'm explaining to, you know, one of my cool little close friends. He also dances, and I love the way he dances, you know. And I'm talking to him and I'm telling him everything, like, I don't even know what more to do. And I've had several conversations with him on multiple occasions about this. And he was telling me, like, how you have to dance for you. You have to do it for you. You can't do it for anybody else. Because me personally, while I'm in this dancing season and on that type of team, I'm looking for, well, I'm not even looking, I'm seeking for a validation. I'm seeking for somebody to tell me, oh, you're doing good, you're doing this. And it's like, I shouldn't have to do that, bruh. I am a good dancer. Like, I'm not perfect, but I'm good at what I do. So I needed to tell myself that. And it's like with him, he's like, yeah, you know, I'm kind of glad that you know, we're talking, we're on the phone. And he was like, yeah, you know, the upcoming season, I'm excited, I'm looking forward to it. So, you know, I'm about to venture into that because I feel like God has opened that door for me to show me, like, your dance journey isn't over. It's just with that one specific team, that wasn't the team for you. Because in that moment, like throughout that whole season and just season period, it's like I don't feel like I learned nothing from him. Like I haven't learned anything. And after a while, my moves started to become repetitive because it's like I'm not getting taught nothing else. If I want to open up my own dance studio, which I know it's on me to go out my own way to go to another studio or find classes, but it's like I shouldn't have had to did all that. But it's okay though, because I'm going to get that fall 2025. Looking forward to it. But it's like, yeah, dance for me with that team, it was just too much. That's also like a trauma wound that I'm trying to get over. But me stepping into this new dance season, I want to, you know, look at it with open arms and not just assume everybody is spiteful, ignorant, or just this isn't for me anymore. But I'm just, you know, I'm gonna let God show me if this is, you know, me going into this. But I feel like it is, because he would have never gave me the urge and the feeling to, you know, want to text him and like, hey, I have some questions for you, because it was just on my mind. And I'm like, I think this is a good thing for me, in which with me having several conversations, you know, with a friend, family members, it also too changed the narrative in my mind, because at first they've been telling me these things, you need to leave that team alone, it's not good for you, and things of that nature. But I'm like, no, but like, I love to dance. And my mom, I'm not gonna lie, one thing that she did give me with what she said to me was, I know that you like to dance and you're not the type of person that wants to give up, or you feel like you're giving up, but this isn't healthy. It's not helping you. You're not happy. You know, ooh, I'm getting a little emotional, but it's not, you know, it's not serving you no purpose. And which I don't know why it took me 2 years to figure that out. But yeah, it's just, I'm kind of happy that I washed my hands with that. No, I didn't fully say out my mouth, like, I quit, I don't want to do this anymore. No, I didn't do that. I'm just taking my own self, because I don't feel like dealing with that. I don't want to deal with that no more. So yeah, that's that. A purging season is friendships. For me, friendship means a lot to me. It sure does. Like, I feel like friendship comes in so many different shapes, forms, and, you know, things like that. And this one friendship, I've known her for a very long time. You know, not like that long, but since I've been in college. Which, that was a friendship I thought that would last for a very long time. And some other friendships that I had to let go that I thought would be, you know, around for a long time. But this one specifically really hit home, because it's like, damn, like, wow, this is crazy. It'd be days that, you know, I want to text her, I want to call her, but it's like after a while, I see, like, you don't support me, you don't really do much. And it's like, you know, silence speaks louder than we think. And for me, I was so blind to it, excusing the behavior, because when my parent would ask me, or like my family members, like, why don't you, I'm like, oh no, that's just how she is, you know, making excuses for it. But now noticing that I'm in this season, it's like I'm doing silent cutoffs. If your vibe, your energy, or the way you're treating me is not aligning with how I want to go, then you gotta go. Like, friendship shouldn't be hard. That's what I'm going to tell y'all. Friendship should never be hard. It should never be hard. Because why is a friendship that hard? It should never be hard. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you over here stressing out and you, well, if this person my friend, are they really my friend? Or if you got to do all that, and if you have to question yourself, let it go. Because that was one of my mistakes that I had, because I was always questioning myself with her, like, is she my friend? Is she my friend? Is she not my friend? You know, I had a conversation with her before, like, you know, hey, how are you? You know, I know you're going through some things, but like, you know, what's going on? Like, do you not love me anymore? Like, what's happening in this? But you had that conversation, everything was cool, but it's just like, I think for me, since I'm like growing and leveling in a different aspect, you know what they always say, everybody can't always go with you when you know you're getting up there. Not saying I'm on a like a higher level than anybody, but it's like that just isn't serving me anymore, and I just don't want to deal with people or friendships that's no longer like, you're not a friend to me. If you don't support me, you don't clap for me, you don't, I ain't even saying you have to call my phone every day, because I used to be the type of friend that like, if you didn't call me, it's like you're being weird, like what's up with you. But now I don't care about that. Like, nobody's coming over here to destroy my peace, which I don't have beef with her. I still love her, you know, I wish her the best, but it's like, it has to end, because if it doesn't end, then I'm going to constantly keep letting the cycle repeat. And it's like, after a while, there's so many times that boundaries should have been set in this friendship and there weren't. And which, that personally, I can take accountability for that, because a lot of people would tell me like, you're people pleasing and you doing this, da, 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 da. And now that I think about it, it was, for me, it's like, you know what type of person I am. I'm very kind-hearted. I always want to be there for my friends. I always want to support. I'm going to post. I'm going to comment. I'm going to like. I typically like to fully all the way be there. But if I can't, I'm going to let you know. Which, most of the times I couldn't be there. Y'all knew my situations. It was nothing I could do. Like, it's nothing I could do. But just that one for me, because I know a lot of us, we go through friendship breakups, and those be worse than relationship breakups, which that's okay, but it's just take time to yourself, like fully get to know you, who you like, how you want to be, people, the way people see you, all them type of things. And it's like, I feel like the saying of the people you hang around, or the people you be friends with, or the type of energy that you're around, that's what you'll start to become. I highly believe that. You can't convince me otherwise. I really feel like that's like really true. And you know, things of that nature. And it's like, I'm not gonna lie, that's one friendship that I think that messed me up the most, which it'd be days that I want to go on my way and, you know, send her a reel, because it's like she would only understand this, or, you know, things of that nature. But it's like, no, Kai, you can't. You've been shown too many times. In which, one thing that was told to me is, I was so blinded by the things that she was doing because of how much I loved her, and actually sitting down and realizing it. And it's like, I'm only beneficial to you when you need me to do something for you. And I don't think that's what friendship is about. Like, yes, we are going to invest in each other and do things for each other, but it's like, it's one-sided. Anytime I needed you to be somewhere or do something for me, I can't really count on my finger that many times, but anytime you needed me to do something, I'm always there. Like, yeah, I got you. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Or as soon as you call me, hey, can you, I'm going to do it. There was no questions, no ands, no ifs, no buts, no nothing. It was just, I was just going to do it. And I just had to realize, like, that's not, I don't want to keep doing that. Like, I don't want to keep being the person that people always feel like they can count on. Like, yes, you can count on me on certain aspects, but like every time, that's not cool. And which is no, you know, no hard feelings or nothing towards her or anything. You know, I love her, still wish her the best. There's no beef. It's just, I just doing silent cutoffs now. And it's like, so many people I'm just silently cutting off, because it's like, you're not aligning with how I am right now and where I'm finna go. Like, I want friends that want to sit around, you know, we talking about our goals, talking about things, you know, we want to do later on in life. We're cheering each other on. We're supporting each other, pouring into each other. And it's like, that's what I want out of friendship. I don't want for me to have to keep begging you, or you just watching the stuff that I do, which, I mean, I don't have no problem with it. I feel like sometimes when you break off, it's not just, it's forever a break off season, because sometimes you and a person could just outgrow each other in this moment, and then somehow later on in life and be cool again. I don't know, but I just feel like right now we're just not aligning. But one of my friends that I sincerely do want to shout out, and I love this girl with like just everything, my home girl slash sister slash roomie slash just supporter. About her, it's like, we have the type of friendship that we pour into each other so much. It's like, we just be so excited to talk on the phone, because it's like, we literally talk about everything. That's one person I could say, no matter how many times I talked about the same situation, because I used to repeatedly talk about the same things, because I have to get over it. Like, I used to let stuff weigh on me, and it's like, now I don't really have to deal with that. Like, with her, I know her support is real. I know her love is real. Like, with me going into my podcast journey. You know, she's called me like, oh my God, you're starting a podcast. Like, I'm so excited for you. And then, you know, she's showing up, you know, she's liking things, she's supporting me, you know, we having conversations. And one thing I can tell you, like, so I don't know, and which I probably do know because the videos are already on my Instagram, but I love me some Crystal Renee. I do. I highly, highly, highly do. Which I just was wearing an outfit yesterday. And, you know, she reposted it on her podcast page, and I just love that. And, you know, I'm telling my friend, like, this woman, like, this is somebody I can really, like, look up to, like, the way she is, like, it's just like, something in me just was like, and it's like, I already been wanting to start a podcast, but with seeing her and the way she was, it just made me want to do it even more for myself. But back to, she's just been supporting, like, every, you know, milestone, dream, or goal that I've had. And it's like, that's very rare. You're not going to find that often. Not saying nobody else has not supported, you know, my dreams or supporting me talking to them or anything like that, so please don't take offense to that. But it's like, with her, I really have to acknowledge it and really give it, because it's like, with her, I actually feel it. Like, I feel the genuineness of her pouring into me and me pouring into her, which we've sat and journaled together, we done prayed together, we done had long conversations till about 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, we're up just talking. And it's like, I like stuff like that. I love to talk, which my girl, she liked to talk too. She's very friendly. It's like, with her, what really touched my heart with her is she helped me send a letter to so-and-so. I'm not going to say too much because I'm going to let God let it happen. And I was just like, you really care about how much I care about this person. You really sat here and helped me and wrote this out and told me to send this exact message. Like, you really care. I'm not saying before then I didn't know that she didn't care, but it's like, with that, it's like, bro, you're really a genuine friend. This is really a genuine friendship. We may get on each other's nerves, you know, here and there, you know, things of that nature, but it's never been no bad blood with anything. Which she's gonna get on me if she feels like I'm wrong. I'm gonna get on her. And it's like, also too, there's some other people that's been pouring into me, and I appreciate you, because you know exactly who I'm talking to. You always be the first to post my videos when I say, you know, the episode is dropping, and things of that nature. You always comment in, you follow, you know, my audio for these videos, and it's like, I really genuinely appreciate you for that. Like, you're really a sister. Like, I love that. And it's like I said, I want to only surround myself with good things. Like, good things. I don't want to deal with nothing else, because like, now, like, I'm not drinking anymore. I'm not doing nothing that I used to do anymore, because it's like, I've noticed, like, drinking does not always mean fun. In which, back last year and the year before that and the year before that and the year before that, I always thought that's what having fun was. We going out to parties and drinking, which I feel like now you can still go out and have a good time. With your girl now, she drinks mocktails, and I love that for me. You know, I'm working out for me, you know, toning my body a certain type of way, because I'm pretty sure, as y'all can see, these arms is a little toned. They tone T. But yeah, it's like, I'm doing more stuff for me, and I thank God so much for, you know, letting me experience this, because I needed it. Like, I genuinely needed it, like, so much. Like, right now, what I could say, what God is doing for me, He's helping me see things for, you know, what they are, what they're not, because, you know, like they always say, God can see things that we can't see. And I appreciate that, because now it's like, I do so much more stuff for myself, and it's like, I can genuinely say now, like, I am genuinely happy again. Before, I wasn't happy. I wasn't. But, you know, other days when I'm around certain people, I'm just laughing, smiling, and things of that nature. And it's like, I'm gonna notice I'm hurt dependently on sometimes my actions, but other than that, I'm always smiling through the pain or walking through it and just letting stuff be. That's why I don't think that many people can really tell me too much about myself. You can only tell me what you knew about the old me. But God is shaping me into the woman that I actually want to be. I'm very business oriented. I'm very positive. I'm very genuine. I'm very loving, caring, you know. And with this, it's like, I don't know, it's like I feel whole again. Like I don't feel that I'm not somebody that I'm not. And it's like now I can just fully be me. And it's like if it doesn't align with me, I know that I'm not wrong for saying no. And I'm okay with that. Like if it comes to me, because it's like left and right, God has been knocking things out that I don't need. It's like yeah, I'm just like, oh, and that's what it takes. I mean, hey, that's what happens. But yeah, it's just guiding me in a different journey. Like the skin is like clear, I'm good, I'm in a different mindset, you know. I'm just focused on me, myself, and I, my money, and me just getting back to the person that I first was before I let all of anything destroy me somewhat. I'm not gonna say fully, but destroy me a little bit, to the point it was like, who are you? Like I don't even know who you are anymore. Which I know I have my own flaws that I've, you know, needed to work on, or still am working on. Because back then I used to have, like I keep telling you all the time, I used to have a very bad temper. I was the type, if things didn't go my way, we got a problem. And I would be mad. Or if somebody said something to me the wrong way, and they purposely probably didn't even mean it like that, but it just was still like, what? Like, you see how I could just turn it off and then come back on? But yeah, like I was like that. And it's like, I don't want to be like that no more. I don't want to be like that. And it's like, I know I fully haven't all the way met people that are still supposed to be in my circle, because the circle for me is getting smaller, you know, day by day. And I'm not too stuck on it, because at times I didn't want to let friendships or family or whatever the case go, because it's like, you all love me. But now you're going to have to. I'm sorry. Like, I love you, but I'm just going to have to love you from afar. But yeah, reason, you know, I'm still healing. I'm still in my journey. I'm still, you know, letting things layer. Like, it's a layer. We're layering piece by piece, day by day. And I'm okay with that. And I'm also learning that I don't need to shrink myself to fit nowhere. Like, I'm not gonna say I was the type to want to fit in, but I wanted to be accepted by the people I was around. And I feel like if you have to do all of that, do it your people. And now I just, you know, I just want to get through my last season of college with just me focusing on me doing stuff for you guys always listening. I love that. I love y'all so much, because like with this podcast is also like, I don't know, me talking about it gets me excited, because I'm so excited to see, you know, how far this goes in the journey. And, you know, I'm just very excited. Without y'all and without me having the audience that I have on social media and here on YouTube, Spotify, and Podbean, this wouldn't be possible. I know this is just like the beginning, because we're still in the early, you know, stages of it, but I'm very thankful, and I appreciate every single last one of y'all that still steady, goes out your way, even if you are busy, or even if, you know, in the right moment you can't sit down and watch the video, you're still going to find a way to watch it, comment, like, share. And it's like, those type of things mean so much to me, because it's like, oh my God, like you genuinely care. And I feel like if you give out support, then you're going to receive support. Not like that, but like, what I'm trying to say is, I see how you support others and how you know, how you are with others. So like, you can't expect for somebody to support you if you don't support others. Which I agree with that, and I'm going to live by that, because me personally, not trying to be funny or anything, but I support people all the time. I don't care what it is. I don't care if I just like it, I comment, text you congratulations, oh my God, I'm excited. Or if I want to call you and talk about it, like, you're really doing this. I'm going to be that person. I'm going to do it. And I've done a lot of reflection. I've done a lot of that. But sometimes even with us reflecting, we may not always get the answer to what we're looking for. It's going to come later, because God is telling us to wait. And God is only going to reveal it to you when it needs to fully be revealed. In which this break, even though I've only been home for about a month and a half, but it's like, I don't know. Focus on me. I'm focused on y'all for sure. And I'm making money, you know, minding my business. I'm solo dolo. And which I like that. I like it. I like it a lot. Like, I like it a lot. Like, y'all, get up and do stuff for you. Don't let nobody dictate and tell you what you can and what you can't do. And what I also noticed too, another thing to spin back on is everybody won't clap for you. They won't. And you be the people that you most expect you to clap for, be the ones that don't clap half the time. You got more, I don't want to call people strangers, but you got more strangers or people that you really don't know, or people that y'all like associates that will clap for you more than the people that's supposed to be in your circle. And sometimes that speaks a lot, because it's like, I know I'm leveling and I'm changing on different aspects, but it's like I'm noticing God is telling me everybody, the bad can't go with me. Everybody cannot go with me. And I'm okay with that. Which I like this new, you know, isn't it? But your girl is good, you know. The skin is nice. The body, yeah, like the body is tea. And, you know, I'm good. She's good, you know. What JT say? See, I don't have to go as hard. I don't have to, you know, I don't have to do too much. It ties into me having a silent season. Like, this is my silent season. My purging season ties into ending friendships, any things that no longer serve me or what I no longer want to be a part of or around, energies. And for me, like, yes, these things, they hurt because they have to go, but it's like, I have to. Because if not, I'm still going to be stuck in the same spot that I've been in, and I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be stuck nowhere. Because you shouldn't have to be stuck. In which, I'm going to say this now, I can't wait to get back to school. So, you know, I have a new position that I'm finna be in. Things are definitely, you know, coming out different shapes, sizes, and forms. And I'm just ready to really focus on me, focus on my podcast, and focus on this new journey of me dancing and growing in a different aspect, meeting new people, taking time to myself to, you know, if I want to go work out, I want to go take myself out to lunch, or just do something for me. Rest days, I need to take those very more so into consideration. Like, yes, I know I still got to run around and work and go to class and stuff like that, but still, if I have the time to rest. And it's like, yeah, like, I already prayed to God, like, please God, when I get back to this campus, don't let nothing, nobody, this energy that I'm in this bubble, and how I am, please wrap your hands around me and don't let nobody come in, which I know he's not going to let that happen, and which I also have to be on myself to not let it happen, because that's what the devil likes to do. Come in and, you know, the ticks and tacks. I ain't gonna lie, there was been some times throughout this break, maybe a max like 3, where certain things test my patience to see if it was gonna get me back in my old hookup, but which it did. So, you know, we're grown, real mature. Also, guys, your girl is 22, and I don't know, 22 is great. Like, I love 22. I was very nervous on this age because I felt like I wasn't 21 for a long time. But 22 is great for me. You know, like I said, your girl is in a silent season, and I love it. 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 Like, skin is healthy, hair is healthy. And, you know, girl, making money. I'm doing things for me and only me, and focusing on me, and I love it. Like, 22 is so nice, it's so great. It's just like, it's filled with so much more life that I have to live, and that I'm going to keep pushing towards. So, a purging season, you will notice, like, people will try to come back, like, hey, let's work on this, let's fix this. No, y'all. Once you already have your mindset up, you have to stand on it. Like, you can't go back and forth with it. No, you have to stand on it. Which, that's something that I had to not saying like right now, but that's something that I had to constantly keep telling myself before I even got to this point. Because before then, I would see the behavior or see the way you're treating me, because I feel like once a person shows you who they truly are, believe them. It's no ands, no ifs, no buts, no questions, no doubt. That's what you have to do. And it's either you're going to allow God to show you and you're going to take it in, or you're going to allow God to show you and you're just going to ignore the signs. Which, you ignore them signs, it's just going, you just keep letting people keep doing it over and over. Because I feel like once you let a person disrespect you more than once, they know that, and or let them keep getting their way or getting in, then they know how to keep the narrative going. In which, I'm not gonna say I just woke up and was just like, oh yeah, I'm just perfect. Da, da, da. No, this took all the way until now, when I fully just got home. And before then, I was having conversations and sitting and thinking about it for a minute now. And it's like, you have to just go with it. And also too, with going through this, there will be times that you feel like you want to do or want to reach back out or want to say, you can't do that. You cannot do that. You have to let it go. If you're going to dead it and stand on it. Just like how you would in a relationship with you and your significant other. If you know that it's not working and y'all didn't try to repair and repatch and it's still not coming together, you're going to tell yourself, yeah, it's time to let this go, and you just have to do what's for you. And another thing I like to stand on when it comes to that, when you and a person go your separate ways, if it's meant to be, or if you and that person are meant to align, they'll come back, but just in a different season of your life. And I highly agree with that. And nobody's going to change my mind on that, because I feel like, yes, there is times you may run into people and it might not have been your time for that right now. And if you just have people around you that aren't happy for the way you're growing, or aren't happy for the things that you're doing, they're not supportive, they're not clapping for you, they're not being in your corner, you gotta let it go. You got to let it go. But you only can fully let it go when you know that, yeah, you're focused on you, me, myself, and I. Like, once you have that mindset, then you're going to be okay. You're going to be good. In which I've gotten to that point where I'm grounded. I'm stuck in what I'm in. Like, I'm not letting nobody come and interfere. And it's like, if I see the patterns and the way you are treating me and the things that you are doing, you can't get through me. You can't get through me the same way that you used to, because some people are very narcissistic and very manipulative, and they know a way to get in your mind. But with me, no. Once you cross that boundary too many times, and it's like I didn't let it keep constantly playing out, and I didn't do nothing about it before, and it's like now with me being in this purging season, I noticed that that's who you are. I know who you are. I know who I am, and I know the way and the type of person that I'm trying to be, and the type of people that I want around me. And you can't get past this line. Like, you can't get past it. I'm going to leave you where you are, and that's going to be that. That's the end of it. There's no more, well, I just forgive you this time, or like we always say, stand on business. If you're not standing on business, it's not gonna work, because you can say one thing and then you're doing something else, which that used to be me. I used to take one thing and then I used to let them come back in, and then they're still doing the same thing, and it's like, bruh, you're not gonna learn until you fully know what you're doing wrong, what the other person is doing, or what the situation is, and you're constantly let it happen. You will know. You'll come to your senses eventually and be like, yeah, no, I gotta let this go. I got to cut it short. With me, I'm letting go, letting God, me. That's it. It's just me and higher up. If it ain't got nothing to do with the way I'm carrying myself now, the way I'm about to run my business, because at the end of the day, we all are running a business. And you just have to set those things in place, because it comes a time and a place where things ain't gonna be the same that they used to be. Which I used to be a person that was stuck on patterns. Like, I used to always believe Once somebody fully before then showed me who they were, and it was always, nice, we laughing, we this, we that, I believe that's who officially they were, even when they were doing messed up things or things that I was just like, well, that's just them, or that's just what they do. No, I'm making excuses for the person, and the person is never going to learn from their actions if you constantly keep making excuses for them. So no, do not double, second guess, triple guess. Don't do it. You have to stand on it, because if you don't stand on it, then it's not gonna, you're gonna keep going through the same thing until you know. Like, seriously, until you know. And I'm saying this because that's just what happens when you're in a purging season. Sorry, but also too, with me, like I said, not really saying nothing about doing the silent cutoffs is like, I feel like us as people, we have, different kind of traits that we're naturally gonna stick to, and I feel like God, not even God, but I feel like we're in lanes specifically, and I feel like with this season, some of us are going, and some is going this way. It's like we're all on two different lanes. In which, one thing about me with having a conversation with a friend, it was like I'm constantly telling her, like, this person, they're not supporting me, they're not doing this, I don't know if they're my friend, da da da. Which, one thing I can't tell you about my friend, she was never going to tell me what to do, how to move, how to think about it, or how to navigate it. She's always going to give me advice on it. And it's like, with that, I feel like now God, and like the way that I'm going, in the way that I'm just outgrowing people, and it's okay for that, because like I said all the time, everybody isn't meant to always, go with you. And I just feel like I didn't really have to say much. And like now with it, I'm just matching energy, but to a certain extent. Like, I'm not fully going too depth in it or pouring too much into it, like, well, you did this, let me go do this. No. That's not at all. It's just, okay, go do what you gotta do. And I feel like too, a lot of the times when things like this happen, some of us are okay with, sitting down and having conversations and talking about this type of stuff. But me personally, I don't feel like everybody deserves a conversation, because at the end of the day, you can sit down with a person and some of us are entitled in our own ways. Some of us, we think about ourselves and the other person's, perspective of the situation and how it's happening and how it's going. Mainly talking about friendships, not relationships. Well, actually, yes, mainly friendships. And it's just so, everybody doesn't deserve a conversation. Like, everybody does not deserve access to you. And it's like, with me, I pour out so much love and care and loyalty, and it's like I'm pouring it out in all the wrong places, because I've never received that back from a select hand of people. And it's like, okay, but we're just gonna keep navigating and going our own type of ways. And it's like, I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. And I have no problem sitting down and having a conversation, but I don't feel like everybody deserves a conversation. If I feel like I've already, like, how you and your other friend, or how you and another person may have conversations. Like, if I feel like I've already known you and witnessed conversations, it's like, why am I about to sit down and have a conversation and talk to a brick wall? Why am I about to have a conversation that's just entitled and you're just selfish and why am I sitting down doing them things? Why am I doing that? Like, it's no point and no need to sit down and have this conversation, because why? Like, what are you going to tell me that I already don't know? And also too, at times, I don't feel like closure is really a real thing, because you may sit down with a person and you wanted to sit down to, to release and get everything off of your chest so you can go with no bad blood. Because not just because you and that person aren't on the same path does not mean that it's bad blood. Because me personally, I can still silently cut you off and match your energy and do everything that I need to do, but that doesn't mean I hate you or I have to, who she think? I don't have to do all that. Like, I don't have to do all that, because I know it's not worth it. Like, you can sit down with a person and have a conversation with them for, closure, or just about the situation itself, and they may sit there and feel like they didn't do anything wrong. And I notice like some people aren't good at accepting things for what they are or taking accountability. And it's like, I don't have time to sit down and have a conversation if you can't take accountability for what you be doing. I can take accountability for everything I've been doing, because me, 9 times out of 10, I don't always speak up about how I feel. But I feel like in times like this, like what God's showing me, I don't need to, because He done already revealed it to me. He didn't already, I've seen it, I witnessed it. At first I was just blind to it because I had so much love for a person, and it just was like, no, it was like a Kai, stop, like, you need to stop doing that, because this person isn't meant for you. Let it go. And I'm okay now with letting things go, moving on, and just going about my life. And I know like every lane is not going to be the same. Every lane with somebody else is not going to be the same. And I think that's why a lot of us, 9 times out of 10, not saying just me or anybody else, but y'all may be listening, y'all may have trauma with, friendships or trust or, them type of things. But it's like, you can't always set high expectations, because once you do that, not only are you getting disappointed in the end, but you're disappointing yourself, because you didn't set them so high to a standard that when they do certain things, it's like it's a letdown, but you're not letting it go. You're not going to let it go, because it's like, why would you do that? And I just noticed when it comes to certain friendships or friends that I was friends with, it's like, why would you ever do something to me like that? And I've never done anything wrong, never bashed you, never did anything. Which I don't need to bash you, because there's no point for that. Because in the end, what am I getting out of that? What am I getting out of that? I'm not getting anything. Some people, they may get laughter. Some people may, I don't need to do all of that. Baby, okay, cool. And then another thing that I know that I wrote on here, have somebody ever purged me? I don't really think so. Like, I feel like the situation that I can't think of, it was like a mutual thing. It was like, well, this isn't working, and we just went our separate ways, in which now, that friendship, it came back and it's stronger than ever. But it was because we're letting outsiders, we're letting other people, or we're letting things that are happening in the environment that we're in control and take on the wheel to what we have going on. Which, I could sit down and be real and have conversations, but I'm just to the point where I don't need to always talk about everything or talk about how I feel. Which said, I'm just, letting God do what needs to be done. I'm letting myself fully get it all the way figured out, y'all. I just think, like, with me praying to God about a lot of different things now, I'm just so more, I'm grounded, I'm free, and things of that nature, and I'm okay with that. In which now it's like, certain friendships are leaving, certain relationships that I had with certain people are starting, die down, or we're going our own separate ways, or I just know it's not aligning with me in the way I'm about to go or the way I'm about to, move. So it's like, things are working out in their own favor. And I feel like some friendships just naturally fade on their own, and it's just like, it's no bad blood, it's no beef or none of that. Because me personally, I'm not a confrontational person. I don't like confrontation. I don't at all. Like, that's one thing that I 9 times out of 10 try to stay away from. Because why do we have to be confrontational? Why do we have to be aggressive? Why do we have to do those certain things? I don't like that. And I'm just mature enough with myself. Like, if it gets to that point, it's like, yeah, no, you're like, we cannot have a conversation. No, you got to go. We're not doing that. The baggage, it's gone, and I love it. Like, I'm just so free spirited, and I'm okay with that. But that is that. I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Kai's Pink Power. I'm your host, Kyla Johnson, once again, and this is officially episode 5. Thank you all for tuning in. You can catch me on Spotify and Podbean, and I will see you guys in the next episode, and she's out.